series of videos, we're going to be talking about leadership in primary care. What we're looking at today is something called emotional intelligence. Now, you might be thinking, what is emotional intelligence and how is it likely to impact you? Well, emotional intelligence, also known as EI, is broken down into two main aspects. The first is recognizing, understanding, and managing your own emotions, whilst the second is about recognizing, understanding, and influencing the emotions of others. EI is understanding that emotions react before thoughts and learning to control these emotions before reacting. It's often thought to be more important than IQ, as often IQ will ensure you are qualified for a role, but emotional intelligence will actually determine your success. So why is it important for practice managers in primary care? Well, a manager who has strong emotional intelligence is more likely to lead a stronger business with happy patients, happy partners, and an engaged team. There are 5 aspects to emotional intelligence. Understanding your ability in each area will help you work on and improve your EI to increase your effectiveness and consequently improve business performance. The first aspect is self-awareness. This means knowing your strengths and weaknesses, as well as understanding how you are likely to react in certain situations. People with high self-awareness will tend to look for feedback to ensure they are always learning more about themselves and their own performance, and how they come across to others. The second is self-regulation, or staying in control. This is a skill of being able to choose your reaction to a particular situation. It includes knowing your values and sticking to them, and being able to hold your hands up when you're wrong. A manager with low self-regulation may blame employees when something goes wrong, or they can frequently lose their temper. The third is motivation. Somebody with high EI is likely to be a very motivated person with a positive and optimistic view of the world. High motivation comes from having a goal and a realistic view of how that can be achieved, having faith in themselves that they can make this happen. If motivation is lacking, then someone with high EI should have the self-awareness to know how to increase their motivation. The fourth is empathy. This is the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes, taking into account that person's values and beliefs. It's paying attention to body language and subtle cues to an individual's feelings. Somebody with empathy is likely to gain trust and loyalty amongst their team. The fifth and final one is social skill. This is the art of learning how to make other people feel great, giving praise when it's due, and being able to solve conflict or issues quickly and effectively. Somebody with high social skills will be a great communicator. So to consider your own emotional intelligence levels, think about the following questions. How do you react to people? How do you react in a stressful situation? Do you take responsibility for your own actions? And who do you perceive as a great leader, and why? Emotional intelligence is emerging as a business superpower. It's difficult to measure, as unlike IQ, there's not yet a formal rating scale, but studies have shown that people with high EI are more successful at both work and in life. Businesses that actively recruit employees with high emotional intelligence tend to be 40% more successful. Businesses that harness and develop emotional intelligence skills in their employees have 50% less turnover than those that didn't. Developing your emotional intelligence is straightforward and you can start working on it today. A leader with strong emotional intelligence is likely to lead a more successful practice with a more engaged workforce.